know if that makes sense, and I can't, okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I apply fake eyelashes, and I'm also going to be talking a little bit about my favorite fake eyelashes and more affordable brands and a little more high-end brands and the difference between the two of them, or what I find to be different between the two of them. I just thought that since Valentine's Day is coming up, I think that this is definitely the time that you should wear fake eyelashes because they really enhance your eyes and your eye shape and really make them stand out a lot more than if you were just wearing mascara. And so I think that it's perfect to wear on a Valentine's Day date. I don't have a Valentine's Day date, so yeah, I'll be wearing my fake eyelashes at home. Anyways, so first I'm going to start with my favorite eyelashes. And I'm going to start with the more affordable ones first because, yeah, we'll just start from there. Okay, so these are the Demi Wispies by Ardell, and this is just in the color black. I usually always wear black lashes, except for today I put on chocolate ones by Ardell, but I will explain that later. So for a more natural look, I would definitely suggest the Demi Wispies from CVS or from Target, and they are by Ardell. And I just think that they are more subtle and just make your eyelashes look a little bit thicker and a tiny bit longer. They're not super obvious, like, whoo, I'm wearing fake eyelashes and my eyelashes look like tarantulas and I'm like in your face. But that's the lashes that I like to wear. I like to wear the ones that are just like really in your face and out there. But I would say if you're beginning with lashes, definitely the Demi Wispies by Ardell would be my recommendation. Oh, and then next we have these, but they're out of the case, so I can't really show you. But I just discovered these. They're the double Demi Wispies by Ardell. So if you want just like a little more thickness, I would definitely suggest those. And I would also say that they are a dupe for the Velour Girl You're Crazy, or Girl You Crazy. Girl You Crazy. But I will get to these later. But anyways, yeah, I would say that the double Demi Wispies are somewhat of a dupe. So far, that's what I've noticed. But I've only worn the double Wispies a couple times, so yeah, I'll get back to you on that. But so far, that's what I think, is that they are a dupe for the Velour ones. So next, on the more affordable side, these are by Eylure, E-Y-L-U-R, E-Y-L-U-R-E. Sorry. Okay, E-Y-L-U-R-E London, Eylure London. And these are the number 121. You can't really see them in here. I'm really sorry. Like, every time I wear my lashes, I like don't put them back very nicely, and then I feel like I can't show you guys on camera. But these ones are pretty good. I actually love them. They get really thick towards the outer part of the eye, so they give that, like, I don't know, sexual thickness. I don't know. It just gives the illusion of a cat eye. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I would definitely recommend these. And these ones, the band is a lot thicker, so it might be like a little hard to sculpt to your eye if you're beginning with eyelashes, like a little bit harder than these ones, because the band for this is very, very, very thin. So it's very easy to just kind of like mold it to your eye shape. So yeah, I would say, I don't know, if you're just beginning, just be cautious of how these will kind of give you a little bit of trouble just to like mold them to your eye. But once you've worn them once, they'll just like naturally sculpt to your eye, and it's so much easier after you've worn lashes once or twice, because then they're just completely molded just to you, and they're like a custom eyelash. So yeah. So now for the more high-end side of lashes, I love the Lilly Glitchy Lilly Lashes, and this is the style London. And I don't know if, here, I'll get these out for you. So here, is that focusing? Okay. So yeah, these ones are really pretty. These are real human hair. I don't know who's, like, what human donates their lashes for this. I don't know. It kind of freaks me out. It's like, where did these come from? I don't know. But anyways, it's real human hair, so they clearly look very realistic, and they don't have that thick of a band, so they're pretty easy to mold to your eye for the first time that you're wearing them. And I think they're like $8.99, so yeah, I don't know. I've just always really liked her lashes, the Lilly lashes, And so this is the style London, like I said, but my absolute favorite from her is the style Istanbul. And I do not have those right now because I had to throw mine away. So on the very high-end side, these are Velour Lashes. The case is usually a deep purple, but these ones are pink because I think I got them during like Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yeah, some of my money went to National Breast Cancer Foundation. So yeah, that's why this box is pink. But this box is super nice. Like, I never want to throw these boxes away. So it just opens like this, and then there's a little ribbon that you can pull, and then the lashes will come out. So Velour Lashes are mink, and they're very, very, very fragile. I found that out the hard way because they're like $25 each, first off. Maybe even more, maybe $32. So you want to be very careful with them. I completely ruined the first pair that I got because I just was really rough with them, and the mink hairs just like fell right out. So just be very careful with these. I would only wear them on a special occasion, like your wedding day or something like that. These are not for like everyday wear because just for the fact that they're just super, super fragile. These are the most expensive lashes I've ever had in my life. So just be very, very careful. Oh my God, I was watching Say Yes to the Dress one time, and this lady was getting married, and she had mink eyelashes that had real crystals on the top of them, and they were $100,000. Like, are you saying like $100,000 on lashes? Like, that's insane. That's insane. And honestly, they weren't that great either. Like, when her makeup artist put them on, I mean, they looked pretty, but I wouldn't say they were like outstanding. Like, I would say that the Ardell lashes from CVS probably would have been more of a standout and made her eyes look better, but I guess just the fact that the crystal was on there, they were $100,000. But yeah, don't ever spend that much money on lashes. That's ridiculous. So last but not least, these are my absolute favorite ones. I've mentioned them 1,000 times. I'm so addicted to these. Like, I don't know if anything would ever beat it, for myself at least, because they just really work with my eye. So these are the House of Lashes in the style Featherette. They're my absolute favorite. Oh my God, I love these so much. I have 3 or 4 pairs now. I think they're $12.99 if you order them online, and I just, oh my God, I just love them. They just work with my eyes so well, and like, they're very thick. Here, I don't know if you can see, they're very thick. They flare out on the end, so they just create that real like cat eye look. And I think that they enhance like a winged liner if you're wearing a winged liner. I just think that it makes everything like just look beautiful. I cannot get over these lashes. I'm obsessed with them. I'm not wearing them right now because for the tutorial that I will show in a few seconds, when I put on my lashes, I use the new Ardell chocolate ones. And yeah, I mean, I love these too, but these are just like, but one thing with House of Lashes is that they have the thickest band I've ever seen in my life. So the band of the eyelash is just so, it's just really, really hard to mold to your eye. So I would say that's more for the like advanced makeup person. I don't know. I would just take a lot of time putting the House of Lashes lashes on because the band is so thick that it is really, really hard to work with. So I feel like I just keep rambling, but I just wanted to show what my favorite lashes are and what my favorite brands are. And so I hope it's helpful. And now I'm going to move on to the tutorial. So if you would like to see exactly how I put my fake eyelashes on, then just keep watching. So for lash glue, I'm just going to use the Duo kind. It's from the drugstore. So this one's just in clear/white. I don't really care about the color of it so much. Sometimes they'll dry black or dry gray or whatever. I know there's different options for that, but for me, I don't really care. I don't know, it just never really made a difference for me. So what I do is I always squirt this out like on a countertop or on top of like one of my palettes or on top of the Scotch tape that I use or just some surface. It doesn't matter because when it dries, it'll peel right off. So it's not like you're gonna ruin anything. So I'm just gonna squirt it on top of, this came in my BoxyCharm like a couple months ago. It's just like a brush pack. So Just gonna put a little bit on here. You don't need much more than that. And I usually squirt that out, honestly, either like halfway through my makeup or right at the beginning of my makeup. I actually have left it before for like a half hour just to make sure that it gets really tacky. I know that some people will just put the glue directly on the lash band, which is fine, you can do that, but I feel like I just have more control if I squirt it on something first and then use something else to put it on the lash band. So what you want to do is you want to wait until it becomes tacky, because then it's much more easier to work with and the lashes will actually stick in place and not like kind of fall off like as you move your eyeball around when you first put them on. So I've left mine up to like a half hour to become tacky. I know a lot of people say like wait 30 to 60 seconds. Yeah, I mean honestly, like I just wait until like the second before it dries completely and then I put it on. So I do things a little bit different, I know, but I mean it's worked for me. So while we wait for that to dry and become tacky, I am going to curl my lashes and then put on mascara. And I cannot find my little cute like lash mirror, so I'm just going to use this. It's part of the Nude Sticks package and it has a little mirror inside here. You always want to curl your eyelashes before you put on mascara. Do not put on mascara and then curl your eyelashes. And now I'm going to take this mascara by, I still can't pronounce it, Galani, G-A-L-L-A-N-Y. I got it from Generation Beauty. You don't really need to like cake on the mascara. I mean, if you want to, you can, but I really don't because the lashes are going to make you look good, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now that my mascara is on, I'm going to show you how I take out my lashes, because I think that's like the hardest thing. Like I ruined so many lashes just by like ripping them out of the case, and then it's like $5 gone to waste because I usually wear drugstore lashes. So I learned this little trick in beauty school. So here is some Ardell lashes. These are the chocolate. It just says chocolate. I don't know. It just says chocolate. I've actually never seen these ones before. They also came in my like Generation Beauty swag bag. What I'm going to do is normally I think like everybody's first instinct is just to like start at one corner and then just like pull it off. You do not want to do that because it'll ruin the shape of the eyelash. So what you want to do is just take this. I like fold this down a little bit. It's okay to ruin the packaging. Okay, so just take your thumb and then put it like against where the lashes start up here and then just kind of like roll it out like that. So I don't know if that makes sense and I can't really show you like up close. But yeah, so you just start wherever you want to pretty much. And then just roll it out so that it stays in the same shape, because obviously it's put into a shape like this so that it can go on your eye. Okay, there we go. So I just rolled out this one. So yeah, perfect. So now what I do is, obviously your eye is not this big. Well, actually some people's eye is this big. My eyes are much smaller than this. So what I do before I put any glue on it or anything like that, I just place it on my eyelash just like very gently, and it won't ruin your eyeliner or anything like that. So just place it very gently, like exactly where you want it to be. And then you can kind of measure like where you want to trim. And I usually trim from the back. So, ooh, I like these. Okay, so I want them to be about right there. So I'm going to trim from the back just a little bit. I always take these little cuticle scissors. I always carry these with me. Always, always, always. When I'm traveling or whatever, I always take them with me. So I'm going to take off just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to measure it again and see if I did it correctly. So the size is perfect. So now I'm going to do, well, I'm going to be very careful with that. And then now I'm going to do the other side. So once again, I'm just going to roll it out like that with my thumb and then measure it. And I do not, like some people I've seen, they'll just like get their next eyelash and then compare it to the one that they just trimmed and then make them the exact same size. I don't do that because I don't think that my eyes are completely symmetrical. So what I do is I just do the whole thing over again. Like I then move on to my left eye. I hold the eyelash up. I trim it to where it should be. It doesn't have to be exactly identical to the other eyelash. And then, yeah, so I don't know. I just think that that like works a lot better than making them like completely identical, because your eyes are really not identical. So what I usually do is I'll usually take like the bottom of an eyeshadow brush or something like that, or I just take like the top of this, and then we'll just take the little thing that we did with the glue. Now I'm just going to take the top of this. You can take whatever you want, and then I'm just going to dip it in the glue. What I'm doing is just running it along the top of the lash line. And I'm really not putting like too much on. I'm just like running a little bit. And then a lot of people take tweezers to put these on. I do not. I don't know why. I feel like I'm like the only person I know that puts them on with my fingers, but it just works better for me. So what I do is I usually place it like towards the edge of my eye first, or a little bit in the middle, and then I put it down to the inner tear duct, because the inner part of your eye is like, in my opinion, the hardest part to place. So I do that part last, and because we've made the glue super tacky, it should be a lot easier to work with. The rest of my eye is just a little bit easier for me to put on, but for some reason that inner corner, it's a doozy, like every single time. And I actually really love these lashes. Now we're going to go on to the left eye. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that inner corner for a few seconds. And yeah. So at this point, I think that it's dried enough, and I'm just going to take a black eyeliner. This one's from Milani from the drugstore. Usually I would use my Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner, but I can't find it. And then I am just going to put it like pretty much on the lash band so that there's no separation between my eyeliner and my eyelashes. Okay, so we are pretty much done. Now you can take the mascara that you used, and then you can kind of just like go over it a little bit just to like bind your real lashes and your fake lashes together. Okay, so that is it for my fake eyelash guide. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If I didn't go into enough detail or something doesn't really make sense to you, feel free to ask me. You can message me on any social media you would like. I will leave all my social media stuff down below in the bottom bar, and then you can contact me. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of like a bad teacher sometimes, and I don't really explain things thoroughly. So just let me know if something didn't make sense. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!